Alrighty, day 377 on this great waifu journey. Today's waifu is Atena. Atena is from Mother of the Goddess Dormitory, a series that came out in 2021. I did hear about this series, so I do know of its existence, but it never really got recommended to me and didn't really pique my interest at the time it got aired. So for those reasons, I didn't really watch it. But today's waifu is one of the main characters within the series. The plot seems to go that these girls live in a dormitory, you know, they're all going to university, and then they encounter this homeless middle schooler, and he just needs a place to work and make a living for himself. And these girls take him under their wing and give him a place to stay and a salary. All he has to do is pretty much just like maintain the building that all of them live in and just clean up for them, basically. So there's the plot pretty much. But today's waifu is one of the waifus that lives in the dormitory. She ranked pretty low at 10,549, and the wiki states that she's 19 years old. Atena is known for having a great fear of men, and because of that, she gets a nosebleed every time like a guy touches her or talks to her or gets close to her. So for those reasons, she really didn't want the main character to live in the same building as her. But eventually she came around and took it as a learning process to hopefully get more comfortable with men. And then eventually she got really into this one fetish that the main character calls her big sister. And because of that, the wiki described her relationship as a brocon. A brocon is a wording I'm not really familiar with, but I could pretty much assume what that is just because I know what a lolicon is. But besides that, she does seem to get pretty romantical with the character. Well, when it comes to her feelings, she becomes more romantical eventually. A lot of the waifus are pretty perverted and try to get pretty close to the main character. And he's a middle schooler, by the way. I just wanted to say that. But I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, they get pretty close to him. But Atena is one of the waifus that actually is the sound of reason and usually tries to prevent any perverted things happening with the main character and the other girls within the dormitory. So she does have some good traits there, but it looks like she eventually falls for the main character as well. But besides that, here are the comments. They were saying that her nose bleeding gag pretty much got old, and they also mentioned her weird relationship with the main character. Well, at least that's how they saw it. Besides that, there was really nothing else. There was another comment there, but they were just saying the main character's name, and that's basically it. Here's the scratcher, hopefully coming through with the win, but we will see. Here are the results for day 377. Let me get that good angle so y'all don't get that glare of light. But yeah, today's waifu, Atena, is truly gorgeous. I did want to mention that. I didn't say that earlier, but she is one of the better looking waifus within the series, it seems. There are a lot of waifus within the series. You know, it's a whole dorm. So I think I'll eventually cover the rest of them eventually. But for today and for Atena, we actually got a loss, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this is one of the waifus that didn't make the good waifu list, but it's all right. We'll see if we could add some of her other roommates on the good waifu list eventually. I'll see you guys on day 378 tomorrow. Appreciate you once again for coming through. I know sometimes like I may skip days or something like that. Work just gets busy on me sometimes, but I appreciate y'all sticking through it very greatly. I'll see you guys though. Peace out for now.